We're at the pumpkin farm. We're gonna get pumpkin. We're gonna get some pumpkin.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me today in our video on my fall bucket list. So I made a fall bucket list at the beginning of September of some of the things I wanted to do this year with the kids, and one of them was to visit a pumpkin farm. We found a local pumpkin farm we've been to prior to having kids, and thought it would be a great time to come back and just enjoy some fun in the sun. It was a very pretty day actually. A little windy, but not too bad. They had these huge slides for kids to go down, and as you can see, KD just was enjoying himself tremendously. I have to apologize. I realized halfway through filming the majority of this that I was filming in the wrong angle. I was filming horizontally instead of vertically, and so I had to delete a lot of videos because they were cut off. But that's okay, I still managed to capture a good portion of the day. The apple blasting shooting that you saw, that was probably more for my husband than little Keith. But anyways, he went on every single slide there was. He found every single little hiding place of the corn, little mazes, hay mazes that they had. Isabel, of course, she just kind of hung out and rode around with us in her stroller. But I think still she had a good time. They had this great big playground that was super awesome for kids. I loved it. KD loved it. He was just all over the place all day long. And let me tell you, the car ride home, he was out before we even left the parking lot, which I was grateful for. But I really did enjoy, and I'm thankful for this time that I got to spend with my family, with my husband, with the kids. My parents came with us. It was just an all-around great day. He really wasn't a fan of this tractor ride at first, but once we were on it for a little bit, he kind of warmed up to it. They had those bounce places, not really a bounce house, but just a place for kids to go and bounce, and we didn't do that, but that was still pretty cool. The food was awesome. KD seemed to enjoy the ketchup more than he did his hot dog. They had two mazes. One was like a short maze, and then they had a long maze. We did the short maze first, just to be easier on, KD's legs and actually ourselves. At one point, KD took over directing us, which I thought was so funny. At a certain point, he actually just started feeling more interested in the corn that was on the ground or the rocks that were on the ground. He really wasn't that interested in much else. For the long maze, they had this game. It was like Clue. So like the farmer had gone missing and you had to find all the clues throughout the maze to figure out who did it. I'll tell you this, we didn't find one single clue while we were in the long maze. Actually, matter of fact, as you can see, the kids were getting a little tired and we somehow managed to circle all the way back around and go out the end. But anyways, it was still a good time. They had a ton of farm animals for kids to pet, to check out, to look at. I was more interested in the goats. I wanted to take them home, but my husband said no, that's okay. The animals were super cute. I was surprised. KD actually touched the cow, he pet the pigs, he pet one of the goats. He really liked the chickens. I'm not sure why. The little chicks that were in the container there. They had some donkeys, a miniature horse, which I don't know if I got him or not.
Going to get a pumpkin. You're gonna get a pumpkin.
Then it was time to get on the tractor and head out to the area where you could pick your own pumpkin. It's a really nice little ride, and the pumpkin patch itself was huge. we were walking around and eventually had to carry the kids through because it was just so much and so many vines. But there were areas that hadn't even been walked through yet. You could tell because it was not trampled. It was, like right through here. I almost fell a couple of times. But right through here, there was hardly anyone walking around or anyone had been back there. So we found some great pumpkins. We found 4. We had 2 big ones and we found 2 little ones for the kids. Grabbed some of the things we needed to do at home. And once we got home, it was time to decorate. We bought the paint set for KD so he could just go ahead and paint his pumpkin, his little one. For Belle, we had another little pumpkin as well. My husband cleaned out the bigger pumpkins, and then it was time for me to go ahead and bake some pumpkin seeds for the first time. I will say this, I did learn something, a great deal, actually, from this first batch that I did. They, of course, were super wet after I tried cleaning them off the best I could. I didn't get them completely clean, as you can tell. But I tried to spread them out, and in a minute I'll put some butter on it and salt. But I think where I went wrong is I should have let them dry, like completely, before I put them in to bake, because they didn't come out really well. They were kind of chewy, and I don't know. I just don't think I did it right. But anyways, first time for everything. First time trying it. I think it worked out really good. I still have a whole bunch more I need to do in the next day or so. Because that was just pumpkin seeds from one pumpkin. There were so many pumpkin seeds. My hands actually hurt after a while. Well, I did this. My husband was in there busy carving up the 2 pumpkins, and I think he did a great job. We found this really cool light at the farm too, and I loved it. I have to find another one for the other pumpkin. So we did a face and then a unicorn on the other one. My son painted the one, and then we had to add another one for Isabel. So that was the end result. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure you subscribe to see more.